Hello everyone, I am in a far off magical land. There are a few differences. I'll let you see if you can spot them, okay? I'll give you a few seconds. Well, I say a few, but start the countdown. Did you get it? Did you notice anything? Well, if you guessed, I got some new drawers and everything, you're right. Well done. I got some new drawers just below the camera, but I'm really not bothered to show you, considering it's the same thing, only a lot smaller, so yeah. Also, you've probably been wondering why I've been so secretive in my last few videos. It's not this, by the way. It's a tattoo. I got this. I got this last Thursday. So I have number 1, Mark has number 2, Roman numeral, which is pretty awesome. If you're wondering, no, it didn't hurt. Even though that was never my biggest concern. No, this was not why I was being so secretive. Why would I be? What's so secret about getting a tattoo? Like what's so important about that? Here it is. The big secret that I have not revealed, and now there seems barely any point, but I'm going to anyway. Mia was pregnant, and we were just trying to figure out where she can go and everything else, because where she lives there's no kids allowed. So yeah, we had to deal with that. Notice that said was. We nicknamed the baby Blueberry, and well, now obviously we didn't know what the gender was, considering she was only 11 weeks, but we both had a strong feeling about it, so that's what we went with. We lost Blueberry about 6 days ago. And yeah, obviously it's been tough. It's been really tough. And the first few days were obviously a nightmare. When we had the news, I thought that I just wanted to wake up. I thought this was a bad dream, and I just wanted to wake up from it. Then I went to bed and I woke up and it was still the same. I don't even want to get out of bed anymore. It's funny how things are, isn't it? Like last year it was awful, really. It was well, it wasn't completely awful, but it was pretty bad. And then the start of 2017 was amazing. It was brilliant. I thought everything was going to be great. I thought 2017 was going to be like the best year of my life, and that nothing could top 2016. But this year has, as the worst year of my life. A lot of people don't get it, and to those who don't, please keep your opinions to yourself, because none of it helps. Nothing will. we both have to find a way to cope with this. My way isn't good, because I was smoke free for quite a while. We both thought it was going to be a girl, and I remember my mum telling me it's got to be a girl because I've got so many names. There was one name that she chucked at us, but we chucked that right back at her because it was bad. We decided to name the baby Erin. And a lot of people think that, oh, you shouldn't name it, but you guys don't know. So again, if you think like that, if you've never had this experience, like, I pray that you don't. But if you've never gone through this, please keep it to yourselves. If that's what you're going to come out with, if you're going to come out with like, oh, you know, you just do what you need to do, that's fine. But if you're going to come up with like facts and like scientific crap, I don't want to hear it. Neither of us do. Because, like, you know, when you find out you're pregnant, or you find out that you got someone pregnant, if you're anything like a normal person, if you're a good person, then it's a baby from the moment of conception. From the moment you find out it's a baby, no matter what stage it's at. Unlike every other pain that we've experienced, yeah, it either passes or we learn to live with it. Well, this is something we're going to have to live with. So, yeah. So I ended up getting this the day before we lost Erin. And at the moment, we're just coping and dealing with it. Everyone deals with it differently, and everyone deals with it in their own way. It's just that a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't understand, and the only way you can ever understand is if you experience it. Say, for example, like if you say, like, I don't know, you say something about cliff diving, but then you're like, oh wait, I've never experienced it, so you're basically just spouting the same stuff that everyone else would. I know it's completely different, but that's the only example I can think of. But yeah. Another thing that this tops my video entitled Worst Feeling Ever, which I since deleted. I mentioned that in a previous video that I deleted it. Because even though I'm not really shaking or crying as much in this video, this kind of pain for me and for Mia and for anyone else who goes through with it, I'd say it's mostly you know, it's like dealing with, I can't even think now. Okay, so you can pretend to be happy. You can pretend to when someone asks you, "You alright, mate?" and you're like, "Yeah, I'm alright, you?" You know, it's a typical response. But on the inside, you're not alright. But you don't want to really vent that out to everyone. You don't really want to express that because, I don't know, maybe it's because you don't want to ruin anyone's day, or you don't want to make their day worse or something, I don't know. like the first few days I blamed myself, I blamed Satan, I blamed God. I've basically been pointing fingers at a lot of people. Well, not a lot. I mean, obviously, I was thinking, before it happened, I was going to make a video, not announcing it or anything. I was just going to make a gaming video or something. But the minute we found out, I just shut down completely, and it's taken me days, it's taken us both days to even pick ourselves up, even just a little bit, but it doesn't last. Even when we smile and laugh, it doesn't last. So yeah, a lot of people have told me that, oh, it was early stages, it wasn't really a baby. Shut up. Shut up. You were spouting just a bunch of crap. Do you have any idea how insensitive that is? No, of course you don't. So, if someone tells you that they've had a terrible experience or something like that, please, apply, think before you speak, especially in that moment, because if you say something wrong, you are either going to get hated or punched or kicked or whatever. Because a couple of people have said that to me, even at work, and I just wanted to punch them. I just wanted to punch them and walk out, but then I realised that would be screwing up my life even more. And I'm sorry if this angle is a bit weird, because you guys are normally used to the camera being over there and me talking here with the TV in the background and stuff like that. But it's going to be this way from now on, considering that this is way too high to put my camera on. Even if I don't use a tripod, it's still going to be pretty dang high. I might try that actually. Because when I was thinking about doing this, I was thinking put my tripod up here, but then I thought, hold on, is this going to just go over everything? But now I'm thinking, take away the tripod, put it up there, see how it goes. But yeah, that's it. That's for another video, I guess. So yeah. So what I want to say to all the people that have told me, and all the people that pretty much think this way, if you've never experienced losing a baby, don't you dare say anything. Okay? So don't say anything in that format, oh, it was early stages or whatever. Just don't, because that can either make us really upset or really angry, or both. So yeah, think before you speak. Another public statement. No one seems to follow. So my downward spiral began with starting smoking again. Great. But yeah, people say, oh, you cope with things in your own way, you deal with it your own way, you just... A lot of people, even me, don't understand what that extends to. I don't even want to think about it. I'm just happy that Erin's up there, and well, I'm not happy about it, but it gives me some kind of comfort, some kind of somewhat relief, but not really. Some kind of comfort that Erin's up there in heaven waiting for us. She's with Jesus, and Jesus will provide and give her everything that we were going to give her and more. But I want nothing more to have her back. I think that's what we both want. Well, I know it's what we both want, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Because honestly, I was too obviously, as you can imagine, I was too upset to even make a video. I didn't even want to think about that. I mean, I had an interview that day. I had an interview after that, and I just couldn't do it. I had to reschedule I had to reschedule, and then I couldn't do it because I was just a complete mess. I mean, I held my second cousin Harley, who's about 8 months. I held her for a bit, and that took a lot. And I'm not saying I didn't cry in front of family. I did. I'm not saying I didn't break down, because I did. But this isn't just something you can move on from. It's not just like, oh, you can take a few days to collect yourself and move on. It stays with you. I mean, I know people at work, especially someone who's had who's lost 6 kids, and then her and her husband decided that they couldn't do it anymore. They couldn't take the pain. Because it's not like when you just get a small cut on like your finger or something. You know, it doesn't just hurt once and then the next time it happens you look at your finger because you feel it stinging and you're like, oh, look at that. That's not how it works. You go through the same pain, the same feelings every single time. And she told me that she can still feel her kids. They're still with her. Even though I feel like Erin's with me now, it's not the way we want. Sorry. So my mum advised me today to start thinking positively, start thinking about the positives about life and stuff like that. And I'm trying. I just can't think of any. Because to me there is, well, if I think about it now, I'm grateful I've still got Mia. I'm grateful I've still got God, and my family and my friends who have been immensely supportive of both of us and her family and friends as well. Yeah. So at least we got that. I mean, my mum's not a believer or anything, but she told me that if it makes me feel any better, that if I think about it, that it was by the grace of God that Mia was with us. I was just shocked that she actually said that. I really was. Still didn't make me feel any better though. So I'd better end this video before I start crying again. I will try and get back to what I was doing, you know, gaming videos and stuff like that. I've got a few ideas for other kinds of videos as well. It's just that if it takes a while, please understand that, you know, it's barely been a week, so it's not like we're just going to move on and carry on with our lives. I feel like that's the attitude of people that didn't even want a baby to begin with. Like if they get accidentally pregnant. Of course, Erin was an accident, we didn't plan her. And then like someone who accidentally gets pregnant doesn't want the baby in the first place. And is really not, well, either is against abortion or just can't be bothered to get one, or doesn't know how to. I mean, for some people it's difficult because say you're a pregnant teenager, you don't want the baby, you want to get rid of it, but you have to confront your parents, considering there's a whole age of consent and there's like permission and stuff like that to go through, and it's just... Anyway, before I turn this video into a rant, I'm gonna go. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing more of these videos, so if I seem quiet or if I seem to just randomly burst out in tears, you know why. As I said, this isn't something you can just move on from. It stays with you every second of every day. see you guys later, and you know, just keep on trucking, I guess.